What good can you do, you know? What are your options? It's hard to know. My name is Leon, you know? I'm going to call this video The Lion with the Pig's Head. I'm really going to do it. I'm going to stick to it this time. The Lion with the Pig's Head. And this is a story about trees. So I'm pretty proud to have collected these trees, okay? But this is the proudest moment. This is the proudest symbolic moment in terms of trees that have happened in my presence. I collected the seeds for these when I first moved to this house. I went for a long walk, and they're calitris pines. And the oldest trees in the world are calitris pines, and they grow on the rocky shelves of mountains in California. They're the oldest trees that it's still, and they're like 6,000 years old, okay? Now, this is, not necessarily like something easy to say is definitely real, okay? But calitris pines grow on an opposite Pacific coast to California, okay? They grow here. They grow in Ballina. They grow from, I think, just a little further south on the coast to a little further north. And the thing is, there's a good chance that they've actually been here for a lot longer. Or as long, but they've been here for a lot longer. And you can sit around and you can go, hey, maybe thousands of years ago, there were these people, and they're like, this is the old thing. This is the old thing. This is the oldest thing we've got. We know it's the oldest thing. Okay? We deduce, because we're humans with brains, that it's been cut down. We can see how old it is. Okay? It's very, very, very old. Okay? We've got to take this old thing elsewhere. We must set forth with our old thing. And they do this. On the way, they lose the seeds. They get here, and they're like, whoa, they're here already. We're already here. I don't know, it's a strange story. They're already here. Thing is, I would go ahead and think, because the seeds of the calitris pines are like small and winged, right? They could be blown by storms across the entire ocean, the entire Pacific Ocean, from the day they started to the first one that existed. They're blown around, and they can exist in a pretty specific sort of situation, like a specific climate, coastal, this kind of sort of a very special thing. And so this one, to me, because I'm Australian and I live in the oldest part of the world, this one actually represents the ones that are still on those cliffs in California, the oldest ones. Okay? And this one represents the calitris pines that have been here forever. The oldest lineage. But they're not. They're just not. I reckon I'm this one. That's the oldest one. That's definitely the best one. That is the best one. That is Araucaria bidwillii. That's the one. There she blows. It's hard to know what you're going to do that's going to do good. That's just going to keep doing good. is really hard to know. I think I've figured out recently that the best you can do is garden and play music. Well, that's the best I can do. I think other people's things are very, very specific and strange and difficult to sort of like square with the feelings and all those sorts of things. You know? There are places in the world where I think that like the threat of living there by other people, by it seems like the news or whatever. You watch the news and you're like, these places just seem like places where you just gotta get out. You just gotta leave. And anyone in a better place better get there and help them out. You can't do this anymore. You're gonna die. And it's not just because you hate each other. That's the terrifying thing. It's because it's just, it's gone. I mean, I could go down to the shop and buy some carrots. I get the carrots out of here in 6 months. I mean, I don't get the carrots out of here. I'm not going to do it. I'll just go to the shop. I am lazy. Maybe I can take that snout off too. When I was a little kid, I was probably like, no, I don't reckon, because you get called a thing like Leon, but you get shoved into this fucking pig mask by fucking pig people. And the thing is, it's like the pig people need you to have the pig mask on because, hey, dude, guess what? There's a thing called empathy, hey, okay? And the pig people won't be able to see you, feel what you're saying, unless you're wearing their mask. Pig-headed means to just be sort of a bit too stubborn. Stubborn with beliefs that are not useful. Stubborn with beliefs that are only self-serving. And I'm lucky enough to live in a place where I can grow a garden that's been grown by not people for most of it. The garden that was here is grown forever, ever and ever. It has grown here, this garden on its own, and all of the things that can be in a garden grow in this garden. There's parts where there's little things that grow on the coasts. Little strange, hairy kind of things. And there's all these different things, like fat little cactuses and there's places where the trees are just, well, that's a heartbreak that we're trying to unbreak. If you heard a car coming up before, that's what he's doing all day. An old man. He's trying to unbreak that one. When I've come through it, when my little flaps of skin are a bit sort of too haggard and a bit maybe sort of all the different things, noduled, too noduled. you know, too poorly trained, too bad attitude. And they're gone, you know. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, if you thought I should do it, if you thought I shouldn't sing, it's like, this is just awful. I mean, I would invite you to come and just take them out. You can have them. But as long as there's enough of me left that I can do the better. There's a little funny gag. This is a bit piggish, isn't it? A bit piggy, you know? All that pig's a bit sunburned, a bit fucking rubbed down. There's big truck. I don't like the very intimidating vehicles. I do not like them. Big truck, extremely large bull bar. I'm walking along this morning. I'm like, it's just coming through. I don't think bull bar on a truck. I just think horrifying monster trying to kill me. You know, I'm just walking in the middle of the road. So I clownishly, because I don't actually have the red flag to rile it up, do one of them, and I get off the road because, you know, good Lord. Look at my colitis. They'll get there. I mean, you could be so horrible that you're like, nah, I'll rip out his fucking throat and then I'll fucking kill his little trees. Just throw him on the ground and fuck you. Why'd he take off his fucking pig mask? I never wanted it on. I don't think anyone did. I don't think you should. I don't think you do.